Hey, did you miss us? We're back.
No.
Run the intro. Welcome back, guys. My name is Chris Edwards. I'm here with my two other co-hosts, TJ and Mr. Ronald Clay. Welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race Recap, Season 17. This is Episode 1. So, guys, how you guys been?
Good. Regular.
Same.
Well, the other one ain't here. That's what his response would
That's
have been.
typically you right. You right.
Pretty much. So let's address the other person that's not here. So usually we have Reginald here with us, but Reginald has some prior commitments, and he's going to make guest appearances throughout the season. He's trying to finish his PhD, and we're not trying to bother him. We want him to get it done and get it out the door. So it's going to be TJ and I doing the episodes pretty much every week, but then we're going to have special guests. So Ron will be with us a couple of weeks, and then Rex will join us when he can. So let's get into it. Season 17. This is more of like the water season, it seems.
That's the theme.
That's the thing. Yeah, water. Did you see the whole preview that they had?
Oh, yeah. Forgot all about that.
And then the colors, the blues and stuff like that. So. But what do you guys think about this year's slate of queens?
I am not impressed yet. There were maybe one or two that stood out for me in Meet the Queens, and then watching the first episode, I'm kind of like, meh. So we'll see. I'm gonna give them a chance and see where it goes from there.
Nobody really stood out to me on Meet the Queens. But this first episode I have a couple of people in mind for some front runners already that I would like to be a front runner or front runners. But my thing, so to me, it seems like this is the season of like weird drag names, because everybody got like a weird kind of a catchy kind of drag name. And so I'm like, okay, everybody's trying to be cutesy. But I have a couple of people that I think could be front runners.
Okay. I would say the same thing. I was actually kind of impressed with the first looks, the previews that they did a couple weeks ago. The one that really stood out to me the most was Lexi Love. So I'm looking to see what she really brings this season, like aesthetically, like for that particular episode that they did prior, like that is what I'm looking for. Some other ones were Corey King and Lana Jarre. I'm kind of looking forward to those. I will say, I don't know if it's the production of it all, but when they did the first looks, like that was really high um quality, and they just look their best. And of course, they record that after the season's over. So I'm curious. I will say I was not impressed with the first looks when they first came into the workroom, though. I will say that.
We're going to talk about those.
All right.
I agree. Like, I feel like a lot of the promo looks. It's funny that you mentioned Lexi Love, because in her promo look, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly thought I was going to be attracted to her out of drag, because I was like, this is a pretty bitch. But looks very different to me on the first episode.
She looked a lot older than the episode.
Yeah.
The promo.
Very that.
But here, that's the thing, though. I think maybe, because like I said, they recorded this promo after the season was wrapped, and they probably did it like late last year. Did she have work done after the season was over? Like those type of things come into play. So I'm curious to see what her looks look like throughout the season. So I'm gonna give them a little grace. I think we're all saying we weren't really impressed with the first episode, but it's just the first episode.
It's just the first episode, and it starts off rough. It starts off slow. So
Yeah.
It did start off slow. At least they tried to do something different with the whole
Squid Game
Squid
or
Games
Squirrel Games.
Squirrel Game
Squirrel
theme
Games.
thing. I thought that was cute. It was a different way to start off the show, not knowing
Yeah.
it was even a mini challenge. I thought that was cute, especially seeing some of the old queens. Of course, Pork Chop got hit with the pie first, but that's Pork
Yeah.
Chop's first one out. But it was cute. I say let's get into these entrance looks if you have them.
Yes, let's do that.
We will start with someone.
Mm-hmm. Who is this?
This is Acacia Forgot.
This is Acacia Forgot. Okay.
I think we forgot.
Acacia Forgot. She looked very down home. Like, I just threw this on because I needed to walk into the workroom and the blush was blushing.
Yeah.
I expect her to go home quickly. We'll get into we'll talk about the talent show, but yeah, I agree. The entrance was like, I get it, that's your shtick, that's your drag, but
I will say this, like, I think that when you do these entrances, this is going to be the first time that the world is seeing you. You're coming from your local towns and whatever, and yeah, you might have a little notoriety online or whatever, but for the most part, a lot of us are seeing you guys for the first time, and I think that it needs to be like a wow factor, and I just wasn't getting that from her or a lot of these queens this season, but it's okay.
I agree. Next up.
So Susie Toot, the mug is dusty. Like, she looks like a boy playing makeup. Like, it just didn't. I understand that's her look, that's her aesthetic, but it's not giving what she thinks it's giving. Like, she needs some work.
Yeah, I see what she's trying to do, and I appreciate it. I do. But it needs some refinement. She needs to go back to the drawing board, I think.
A lot of
yeah, it needs a touch here and there and everywhere. And so it's just, yeah, I kind of like her because she does have a point of view, but it just needs a lot.
And it's not new either. How many queens have come on with this shtick now? Like season 17. I mean, I guess like everybody's inspired by somebody, but like we've seen this before.
No, go ahead.
I don't think we've seen Depression era.
Wow.
No, that's what it is. That's her aesthetic, is Depression era. It's like 1920s. That is what she does. It's not shade, it's not a read. That's what she does.
Oh my God.
That is what she does. I'm just saying. But we haven't seen
like a reference to like old like Hollywood, like the Barbara Streisand of it all. The
Barbara Streisand.
Not necessarily her, but you know what I mean. Like
I know what you mean.
The old Hollywood stage girls.
Here's the thing. I'm not mad at her look. I think that she can elevate it a little bit.
Makeup child.
She can work on it, but like I said, this is episode 1. But there's something about her that's quirky that I actually like about her.
Yeah, I like her. Her look needs some work.
Okay.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
All right. Next up.
Come on, Pop. Okay.
Yes.
Lucky Stars. I felt like she was the only one who showed up.
Yep.
For the work.
Yep.
Correct.
She was giving winner vibes right there. She was probably the only one that walked in and said, all right, yep, she can win the whole season.
She is one of my front runners for sure. Because she showed up. Like, if you're gonna do an interest look, girl, do an interest look, and that's an interest look. And I have a feeling that she's gonna bring you that level like every week.
Yeah.
Because that is her drag. Her drag is, as she said, crafty. She crafts things. She is like Nina Bonina elevated. Like, Chris, do you even get that? Do you know who Nina Bonina is?
No, it's okay.
So she was giving me kind of like Utica almost a little bit too.
Yes,
I just hope she doesn't Utica herself, and you know what I mean by that. Like Utica herself, but
I hope she doesn't either.
But like I
I
can
hope she
see
don't
the
Nina
Nina
Bonina
Bolina.
herself.
That too, sad because Nina Bolina, child.
What I
Baby,
like about her is in this episode you'll see her looks change. The look that she gives in the entrance look and then the look she gives for the talent are two different looks, but it's still her aesthetic. And
yes.
she's very innovative with what she does with it. Because, like,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't expect that. And then, oh, I didn't expect that. But yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. Looking forward to seeing her all season. I think that she
Me
can
too.
go all the way.
Me too. I agree. Like if she doesn't go far, I will be shocked. Even if she even if like she has like a stank personality, which I don't foresee, like
I
I
feel like
still want to see her drag. I still want to see what she's going to pull out every week.
her drive is too. She has too much. She has a purpose for being there. She has a true
Yes.
purpose for being there. So I don't think she will have a stank attitude. I think
I don't think
however
so.
far she gets and as much as she wins, hopefully she does win a lot. If she doesn't win the whole thing,
Yeah.
like she has too much to lose to go
She
home with nothing.
does. She does. What I hope is that like her inner saboteur doesn't
Get the best of her.
Yeah, because I can kind of foresee her maybe being a little insecure, maybe putting too much pressure on herself because of what she has on the line. So I hope that doesn't show up.
Mhm.
Ready for the next one?
Next,
Fantastic. Another front runner.
Lexi Love.
Mhm.
And again, she does look good, but like we said earlier, she just looks older on the show than she did in Meet the Queens. I think she has a lot to offer, but I think the same thing with Lucky Stars. I can see her being in her head as well. A lot of trans girls come on and they're in their head about stuff. So we'll see. I mean, outside of nobody can be Sasha Colby, but still, like
I don't know.
I think she's seasoned.
I feel like a lot of trans girls are super like well, maybe not all of them,
Because
but
I'm
like
thinking about the Carrie Colby of it all. Because Carrie
that's what I'm
Colby
saying. I'm
is
thinking about
still,
Carrie Colby. I'm thinking about Sasha Colby. I'm thinking about Kylie Sonique Love, not
but
season 1, but new.
All Stars.
Yeah, like
Kylie.
they are seasoned. They are very confident in themselves. So I don't know, and I feel like she's the same. I feel like she has a lot of self-confidence as well. So I'm curious to know what she's gonna pull out in season 2.
So my take on her, like I said, she's like my front runner from when I saw the preview. But like last night, well, when we watched this or when it aired originally, one of the things that kind of concerned me is like I feel like she has an attitude and she could be really shady.
I don't see that. I see she doesn't have time for the BS. Like I said, she gives me seasoned. Whereas like she knows herself kind of, and like she's not really for like the foolishness of the other girls. I don't see attitude. I see like kind of motherly, matronly type of vibe.
Mhm.
Not better than, but above
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna have to see another episode with her because
Yeah.
she kind of like stood back. The camera was always on her, and she's always in the background. She's kind of like looking and stuff. So I'm not.
And that's what I mean. Like she
I
doesn't
don't
do
know
better
yet.
than, but she gives above it. So I can see her like not really being interested in the mess.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I just want to call out something because I noticed something that we haven't even talked about: the new tattoo on the hand.
Oh, I saw that when he got it.
No, I know, but it's the first time on camera. We haven't seen it. What? Tell us about the tattoo, sir.
That is so off topic. And it's such a long story.
That's what we do here.
This is true. So yes, I did get a new tattoo. Which why is this even up for the topic? But anyway, so okay, long story short, it is a scientific equation that expresses love is the only thing that we are capable of perceiving that transcends the dimensions of time and space. That is a line from my favorite movie, Interstellar.
Interesting.
All
Okay.
right, moving on to the next.
I mean, there's a lot more to it to how I even came up with the idea, but yeah, we can talk about that later.
We'll take that.
Next,
Lexi Joella.
Bye. Pass.
Yeah, I was
Miss.
not feeling her at all.
Like,
Oh, wait. Are we talking about her in general or the entrance look?
all of it. I
Well,
don't like her. I didn't like the entrance look. We'll get to the runway. The runway was horrible. Her performance was horrible. Like, I didn't like her attitude. Like, she was shading all of the girls that came in the room. You like, girl, bye.
tell us how you really feel.
Honestly,
And
okay.
then the Katy Perry of it all. I don't like Katy Perry either. So let's.
Well, damn.
Damn. So you don't like anything about the girl?
No, I don't. Next.
Damn.
Wow. That was a
Okay.
Rex moment.
Well, Chris, what do you what are your
I mean, she was okay. I wasn't feeling, I mean, her entrance look was okay to me.
Mm.
It wasn't anything special. But I think like her attitude, she
It's
needs
trash.
she needs an adjustment.
Girl, you are not that girl to be like shading everybody that walks into the room. You're just not that girl.
Well, we got it. We got it.
Mm.
Let's just move on.
Well, I liked the
Oh,
entrance
sorry, yeah.
look. I thought it was cute. I do think that well, I guess unfortunately she did get kind of built up because of the whole Katy Perry moment. And unfortunately, the performance for the whole episode just did not live up to the hype.
I meant to ask y'all to pull a clip. If you remember the clip of Claudia Jordan talking to New York, talking about, "Are you okay? Because I've never seen anybody cry with no tears before." She said, "Cry." There wasn't near tear coming out of that girl's eye when she was trying to cry in the workroom. Girl, bye.
Oh,
She was trying to have a moment.
Mm.
Okay, so
All right. So Ronald
This
is
is
not a fan.
visceral reaction.
Ronald will not be giving Joella a tip at the drag show. Okay. All right. Not
Which one was this
silent.
again?
this is Lydia B. Collins.
Lydia B. Collins.
Lydia Butthole Collins.
Oh,
I
that
hate that name.
I do too, and I hated the fact that Rue kept saying it.
they played into it.
Same. Because what? This
Yeah.
is what I mean by this season of the girls and they've come up with their drag names. I'm like, what? Lydia Butthole Collins?
Who does that?
Well, obviously she did.
Well, obviously she did,
Obviously.
but I'm just like, girl, okay.
I mean, she's fascinated with a butthole.
And I don't know if I even appreciate the aesthetic because it's not original. We've seen dark and gloomy queens before.
And more elevated. You can be dark and gloomy and still be.
Yeah, like you've based your entire drag persona off of Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice, which is I don't
That's
know.
not a look though.
It's weird. It's strange. So I'm curious to know what she's going to bring for however long she stays on the show. It'd be fun if she ends up winning. But I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
Another front runner.
Okay, yeah, she is. I feel like right now she is my front runner. She is the daughter of Lux Noir London,
and it shows.
Very much. But she gives, especially if you look at the preview, like she gets a lot of airtime in like the preview of the season. She gets front runner to me. She gives at least top 4 if she is not top 2.
Yeah. The body is crazy. That yellow looks amazing on her.
Yes.
I'm trying to I don't know if I'm attracted to her or not.
You are.
It's hard to
in or out of drag.
Out of drag. I can't tell. I'm riding the fence. I'm not sure. But she looks really good. Obviously she's a body queen. She loves to show body. And I appreciate that. I do think she's gonna be a front runner. She won a challenge. She didn't even know she was winning. She didn't even know she was winning. So okay.
That says a lot. That says a lot.
I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
No, she had a great look. I think that she knows colors that work well for her skin tone. I love it when
I'm sorry, y'all.
I love it when Black queens, like dark-skinned Black queens, use color to really accentuate their skin tone.
She was smart with this entrance look, yes.
Yeah. One of the only ones, and notice that the 2 really good entrances were of people of color so far.
Is Lexi Love a queen of color?
You talking about
I would,
Lucky?
no,
Oh,
no,
Lucky Stars.
yeah.
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 All right.
Okay. Moving on to another Black queen.
So Corey
Yeah.
King, she was the one queen on Meet the Queens that really stood out to me, especially because all of the prior queens before her on there talking about I give bitch when you first look at me, and she called them all out. She said all of these queens gonna get on here talking about when you first meet me, I give bitch, and she like literally called them out. So for that reason, I was like, oh, okay, I like her. But then on the episode, and then also finding out that she is Plain's sister, I'm like, it's giving questionable. It's giving very much questionable.
Yeah.
Although I will say I do think she's cute out of drag.
Very cute out of drag. I was surprised at how attracted I am to Corey out of drag.
Yeah.
But like you said, the fact that you are related to Plain Jane takes you down a couple of notches for me.
Take down
Look,
several.
I just didn't see that. Like when she said that, I was like, I don't see those two, that pairing.
Well,
I
saw it. The attitude and the mess, I see it. I saw it pop up in this episode because she was clearly trying to stir the pot. She kept asking, "Well, who did you think did the worst, or who did you think did?" So I'm just like, "Bro,
okay,
you are too."
And she has her target the same way Plain targeted. I forget who her target was, but Corey now has Mona Lisa as her target, and you can tell she's like hyper focused on that. Who was Plain's target? Because she hyper focused on somebody too.
A mandatory meeting.
Yes. So the same way Plain targeted Amanda, Corey is targeting Hormona, even though Hormona might be deserving of it.
Okay.
However,
I was going to say that.
Even still,
Hormona, this is true. You're right. But I mean, yeah, I can kind of understand because apparently Hormona Lisa is the queen that RuPaul chose to be on the show.
Yeah.
But there's talk that she didn't choose it, girl. You kind of stalked RuPaul and showed up at the book signing or whatever.
But I mean, all right, even if she did stalk RuPaul and showed up where he was going to be at, he still said, I want you on there. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is true, but there's a part of me that wonders if Ru was like, all right, girl, you done did all this. You done got up in my face and did nobody ask you to. I see what you are presenting. Sure, come on the show. You'll probably go home first.
You think so?
Yes, that's what I would have did. I certainly would have. Especially if you had annoyed me. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just saying I can see it. If you had annoyed me, if you had popped up at my book signing and then nobody asked you to do all this and somehow you done got up to the front and I see what level of drag you're presenting, girl, yeah, come on the show. Come on the show, girl.
But this was about Corey. Let's get to Hormona. And
this is true. Let's get back to
Corey.
How do we feel about the look?
It was very basic. It was very like clean meet and greet before the show.
True.
Yeah.
Facts. It was basic. It was not an entrance look.
She was an LL Cool J around the way girl.
Sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, and I hate to say this, it wasn't even like a Plain Jane level of entrance look. At least Plain Jane's entrance look was relatively an entrance look. This was a dress and pumps. Like, girl.
It was. And a RuPaul wig.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
disappointed.
On your nerve.
It's cute. I like her. I like her personality. However, she gives me Hershey liqueur vibes as far as going home first. Like you can tell, like there's kind of like a build up behind her because she got a lot of camera time as far as confessionals.
Okay.
But she has the potential. She just doesn't know the potential she has, and I can see her being in the bottom with the girl who's in the bottom already.
I can agree, especially based on the runway look this week, which we'll get into. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, thoughts?
Yeah,
Oh, well, all right.
I wasn't impressed.
Can I
All
just
right.
also say, because none of these looks were extremely like grand, it got to a point where these girls were walking in the workroom. And I'm like, is there another? Like, it just
Well,
felt like
except
it
like
just
Lucky.
kept coming. I'm like, who are like?
Yeah.
Can we be done?
Yeah.
Like, it
But you
just
know what?
kept coming.
I wonder if that's because I feel like this is the first season in a while that we haven't had a split premiere. They've had all the girls come in at one
Oh
time. So I
yeah.
think we've gotten used to only 6 or 7 queens coming in at a time.
True.
And now all of a sudden you got all 14 of these bitches coming in at once. You're like, God damn, bitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
next
Next.
up, Ariete, which I don't understand why
Ariete.
it's not pronounced Ariety. I feel like Ariety is much prettier, and you could have been like, I give you variety without the V. That's so much better than Ariete.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She looks
But
just like her mother, though.
who's her mother?
I can't think. She went home first, child. Season 15.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What is her name?
I can't think of her name right now.
It'll come to you.
I see her face.
I see
but
her
she
face.
does-
I feel like we start with a J or an I.
I think it starts with an I. It does start with an I.
Irene.
Irene Dubois, yes. So
Yeah.
she,
Oh, that's her mother.
yes,
That's her mother.
but she looks just like her mother.
I can see it for sure. The aesthetic is definitely there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say she's a front runner to me, but I do kind of sort of like her. I am though getting tired of the queens with the elf ears. We've seen it way too many times.
The
And
last
not
3 seasons,
with
I
the
think at
elf
least.
ears anymore. Like, I don't mind it if it's like a 1 or 2 times during the season, but I hope it's not an every episode
Yeah.
situation like it was with Homegirl.
Yes, with Dawn.
Dawn, yeah.
If it fits the look or the challenge, please put them on. Otherwise, girl, leave them off.
Yes, please.
Leave them off, girl.
Yeah,
So
but what if that's how they identify?
As an elf?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Wow.
I'm like I said, I like her look. I like the aesthetic. I'm curious to her runway was fantastic. What I am curious to know what else she's gonna bring though.
Yeah.
Next is someone that I don't necessarily care for. Crystal Envy.
Why don't you care for her?
Because nothing is original. The name is not original. The look is not original. The makeup is not original. I've seen a million bitches that look and sound just like you.
I felt like she should have did better with her wig because you could see the tape.
Oh no, that was bad. I remember that was the first thing I said.
Yeah, you could see the tape on her wig.
I don't like that. And then you come in with a stank face, girl. Come on.
Yeah, I could take her, leave her. Like, I honestly didn't even remember her, to be honest.
She's not rememberable.
She should have been named in case you forgot. Because
Agreed.
I forgot.
Mm.
Next.
Okay.
Oh, Chris ain't got nothing to say. All right. And I agree.
Okay. She gives me, like, when she first turned the corner, I thought she was George's for like 2 seconds.
That was
George
a jewel.
Jr.
Yeah, but she gives me George's, but with talent.
A little bit.
Like,
She gives you George's, but with talent.
yes.
George's had talent. Wow.
What is the talent in the room with us? Can you name the talent?
Rome.
I think I don't know yet. It's just something about her aura. Like, so I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but
Okay.
she gives me
This is that pink aura.
like she gives me at least top 5. She doesn't give me winner, but she gives me top 5.
I can see that only because I can see how much RuPaul loved George's, and I still to this day don't understand why RuPaul loved George's as much as RuPaul loved George's.
Exactly. And that's why I
think,
say George's, but with talent. Like, I feel like she has more to offer, but aesthetically and kind of energy wise, like as far as like personality, she almost gives George's, but like.
But what are you seeing in her? What talent are you seeing in this child?
I don't know. I think her talent show, the catchiness of it, the fact that she has the titanium back, like she is not inhibited She had as she called it, the spine replacement surgery.
What?
She got a whole new spine.
That's a new thing. Come on, titanium back. Silver back. Come on now.
She said it. Did she say it?
Come on, gorilla.
So I think what it is, she gives more humble than Georges was, because Georges did not have she didn't have the talent to back up her arrogance.
I mean, I guess I'm just tired of seeing copies of queens. So many queens that have come through, like the last couple of seasons, it's a direct reflection. It's a direct copy of this queen who's come before, this queen who's come before. And I'm just like, girl, what?
I think the problem with it, though, is this is now season 17 of the US version. There's been so many other iterations as well. It's like originality is going to be hard to find, especially when you have so many girls coming on the show who are already in drag families.
I agree with that. It's so, I mean, originality.
I agree.
I mean, but see, and the problem is too, they're pulling these girls all from the same areas. It's like New York, Jersey, Connecticut, California, Seattle. They're not broadening their horizons as far as where they're pulling these girls from. So if you pull these girls all from the same area who are all in the same drag families, you're going to get.
Yeah, but here's the thing though with that. I think that they're pulling from these places because that's where the people are. You can't pull from where people are not there. Like you're not going to.
There are thousands of queens who
but they're not coming from the Midwest. They're not coming from.
They could be though.
I don't think you're going to get the amount of people that will apply from those areas versus say Miami, DC, New York, California, those places.
But look at Utica. They pulled her out of the sticks, and until she shot herself in the foot. So there is drag out there in other states, in the Midwest, and other places like that. They just don't pull from them, and I'm sure those queens apply. They just don't get on the show.
And I'm sure money has a lot to do with it. If you are a queen who can pay for, thousands of dollars in drag, then your audition tape is probably going to look a lot better than a queen from a small town who's just trying to make it, and who's probably doing something 10 times more original than these other queens. So, you know what I mean? I am of the mind, let's go back to season 3 type of.
No, here you go.
Let's go with some girls who ain't got a lot of coin, who are just trying to make it. And
I got you right here. It's going to be season 18, Brokeback Drag. Okay,
I'm here for it. Give me that.
I'm here too, because even if you look back at it, Mo Hart, you knew she didn't have no money, but she made it work. Monique, she's certain her name.
Oh, yeah.
Mo ain't had no money, but she stitched them things together, and her personality got her to where she needed to be.
Yes, that's the thing. I think we're moving away from the queens who are truly crafty and, dare I say, entrepreneurial.
Come on, big man.
And we're getting so many queens who are famous on TikTok or Instagram, who are just getting things made for them as opposed to, sewing the things for them. And sure, you're going to look a certain way. You're going to look good, but a lot of the grassroots, a lot of the core of drag, I don't think these newer queens have, because they've been adopted into drag families and they have all of this and blah, blah, blah. So everybody just kind of starts to look pretty much cookie cutter. So when you get queens like, I don't know, maybe like an Arietti, who does have a somewhat of a point of view, although it is also kind of copycat. You're like, okay, you're different, so you'll probably go far. But you don't get such unique queens. You get more of Crystal Envies.
Yeah.
So, are we ready to move on?
Yes,
because we got a lot of these hoes to get through.
We got a lot, and we got to do the runway. All right, so that was who? Jules. All right, Sam Star.
That was Crystal Envy. Oh, was that Jules?
Yeah, we did Jules.
Okay, so Sam Star's entrance look disappointed me, only because in Meet the Queens, when I saw her, I said, "Oh, she gonna win." Like it was just something about her personality. It was the way she was dressed in that silver. The fact that she's Trinity the Tuck's daughter.
Wait,
Like I saw a winner in Sam Star.
I don't
But her
remember what she had on.
she had on a beautiful like gowns, nice gowns.
Okay.
She had on like this beautiful silver gown.
Okay.
And just like I don't know, like I said, when I saw her, I was like, oh, she gonna win. Like,
Okay.
and not in a disappointing way, but to see her and Meet the Queens, and then to see her entrance, like I'm like,
Okay.
Like, you really sound like Rex this episode.
what?
You just give him Rex.
The spirit of Rex is
Yes,
come
he
upon him.
lives. He lives.
Somebody had to fill the space, I guess.
So, yeah, same. This is not a entrance look that stands out to me. Sam is one of the queens that I am surprisingly attracted to out of drag. I was like, oh, cute little twink. But yeah, once again, I just feel like Sam and Crystal and some of these other queens are just kind of like almost filler. Because I'm just like, I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything special.
Okay.
All right. Next.
Are we almost done with these?
We got this one.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
So the funniest thing I saw on the internet today was somebody said her Mona Lisa looks like sadness in her confessional from Inside Out.
That was on the pit stop, and yes, that was Raven. Raven said that on the pit stop, and I have not seen Inside Out, but I completely agree.
You saw the reference though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And the confessional look is jarring.
Very.
The confessional look is this is how you look every day? This is how you look every day?
She does, because if you remember when she was walking around the workroom, she still had on that wig and them glasses.
Wow.
It's a choice.
It is a choice for sure. Choices, as Tatiana would say.
Have you seen Tatiana lately?
She's gotten a little portly, hasn't she? She's gotten a little rotund.
Very much.
I did. I have seen her.
I was like, whoa.
That tends to happen with a lot of the queens. I think they get coin and they'd be like, I can finally eat. I can finally eat. And I'm like, okay.
Nothing wrong with a big girl, but it's just jarring to remember her from the show and to see her now.
On the contrary, have you seen what's her name? She was on Willow season. She hurt her ankle.
Cornbread.
Yes. Oh my God, that is scary.
Well, she had cancer, and I remember that. Yeah, she had cancer, and she needed to lose a bunch. But she's almost not recognizable either.
I think she's on that needle. When I say that, I mean the example, the weight loss stuff.
No, I thought it was something else.
No. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like just night and day.
I saw a clip of her a while ago when I think she had lost a lot of weight, and she looked great, and I was like, okay, cornbread. And then I saw a clip maybe like a month or two ago, and I was like, girl, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I do think it is the Ozempic, because I've seen a couple of just people on the internet who have gone from a little heavier to shockingly skinny. And I'm just like,
now don't get me wrong, she looks good, but it's just so drastic when you see her.
She needs to change her name, because cornbread doesn't fit
no more.
Yeah.
You got to change it to pita bread.
Or gluten-free Triscuit.
I saw some cassava and chickpea crackers. She's gonna have to change her name to cassava and chickpea crackers. Yeah, because that's, my goodness. I'm gonna call my doctor tomorrow and schedule a meeting. Okay.
Wait, so that was the last entrance look. So before we go forward to the talk about the episode and the runway and the talent, if you guys are enjoying this content, please subscribe, hit the notification button, and then also share this content. We want to build our followers and continue to bring you this great content. Yeah. All right, guys, let's go.
Are we going into the runway, or are we talking about the talent show?
Well, they did the runway first. Let's do the runway.
Oh, they did the runway first. That's right. All right. So first up, we have.
I thought this was cute.
This was very cute.
with the headpiece especially, it was
Yeah.
cute.
I agree. This was very cute. I was pleasantly surprised. I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
And again, this is what I mean by she gives Georgia but with talent.
yeah, I see you. I see you with that. I do.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Next.
All right.
I didn't understand this.
Nor
The
do I.
review was too fast.
And who was this
A
again?
lot of the reveals were too fast.
Who was
I
this?
don't. This is Lydia B. Collins.
Oh yeah, I didn't understand.
I don't know if this is a reference that I don't know of or I don't get.
Yeah. Even if she would have left the little mask up longer, I still wouldn't have gotten it because it just didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't connect.
So sorry.
Forgettable.
Your favorite? Your fave?
No, this was a pass.
This was horrible. This was absolutely horrible.
I'm confused because a lot of the girls, I don't think a lot of the girls know what a mask is because this was not a mask. This was something covering your face.
Look over there.
Confusion. Next. This was cute.
This is cute. However, like you said, do these girls know what a mask is?
Well, I'll give her a mask on this one because there was a mask attached to the cloud.
But it was more so the headpiece. You didn't really see the eye piece of it.
Yeah.
It was just really the cloud. So
I'm not mad at that look though.
I mean, it was nice.
There was lightning in the clouds. I thought this was cute.
It was cute.
I thought it was cute.
I thought this was cool. I will say I did think this was cool.
I love Michelle's comment about her.
I agree with Michelle. She should have left that coin on her head. She should have left the coin on.
I think it's appropriate for her drag. I feel like she's gonna stay on brand. She's going to stay on brand. I thought it was decent.
I just hope the makeup gets better throughout because I can see her lasting for a while. I just hope the makeup gets better throughout the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You can still achieve that look and have it look nice. It just doesn't look nice.
You're right.
Got heart.
No comment.
None whatsoever.
Yeah. What is the red? What is that?
Look over there.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would not be upset if she went home next week. I really wouldn't.
She probably will, to be honest.
She probably will. Who did we just do? Okay. I forgot. All right.
I thought this was actually kind of cool.
This was really cool. And I love how the transformation happens.
Like, I think it's cool. And then the cracks in the face. Like, she had a complete look.
It was thought out. Like, it wasn't just, I'm going to pop this thing off. It was like, all right, you remove the hair and then the face opens up. But then when the face opens up, it's still like glasses behind it. So like, there was,
I do think of all of the masks, I think hers was the best one. Because it was a true mask. It opened up.
Functional.
It was nice. It was
and she didn't. So here's the thing: everyone else took off their mask. Her mask remained on. She can continue to play with it throughout the whole runway walk.
Yeah, it was good. I hate to give it to her, but it was good.
Well thought out.
Well, here's another one whose mask was also functional and did not get discarded.
Lana. Yes, it's Lana.
Cute.
Yeah, I thought this was a cute look.
Very
she
cute.
Is definitely going to be the look queen of the season, I think.
Yeah. The hair is appropriate. I love the tail. Yeah.
Yeah, she looked good.
That was a good look.
Yeah, for sure. Moving on.
Woo! Actually, this is kind of cool. Yeah. I liked this.
I don't understand.
That blood reference went all the way through.
Yeah. I love the look. I don't understand what the mask was. To me, that's not a mask.
No, it's like it's a headpiece.
It's a headpiece. So it wasn't a mask. I love the look and I love the reveal of the face because her face was gorgeous. The face was beautiful. So it looked really good. That's why I'm looking forward to more of her.
She will at least outlast her mother.
She should. She should. I hope so. Next up.
Lucky Stars.
Come on now, girl.
Yeah.
Eat my face.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
And all of that is like crafted, which makes it even better because it
Yes.
doesn't look crafted.
I bet Nina Bonina Brown is pissed. I bet
She's
she's livid.
Why?
she's probably sitting stewing somewhere.
Why?
You know she is. So okay, we have to explain Nina to Chris. So Chris, Nina Bonina Brown is a queen who did something similar to what Lucky Stars is doing many seasons ago. So
Season 7, I believe. What is she?
I
Was it
think
season
so.
7?
No. It was I
No.
can't remember.
She
But
was on Bob.
it
No.
wasn't Bob. It was
She was on Asia O'Hara season.
no. She was
It
on.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
So, but she would create like these looks about her face. Like she would make, like she did a peach one time. Like she made her face into a peach, and she would use like paper and like different like types of crafts, and she would do things like that. The only issue was she would only do the face, and she would not do like the rest of the body. So the rest of the body would be just like a corset and some thigh-high boots or whatever. Another problem was she had she was paranoid on her season, and she thought like a lot of people were trying to like out to get her and were talking about her. So her inner saboteur like really reared its ugly head. Afterwards, I don't know if she's still doing this, but afterwards, like she I think she has like a YouTube series or something where she basically just talks shit about a bunch of queens, a bunch of drag race queens. Like she's very, very, very negative.
Mm.
So I can see like if Nina had made different choices, and I feel like if she continued to hone her craft, she could be on the level of a Lucky Stars because she was doing this type of drag many years ago on her season. So that's why I say like she's probably pissed and probably super salty because this is what she could have been. This is really good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I loved it. Probably
It was
my
really
I'm surprised she wasn't top 2, but with the whole Rate the Queen thing, I can see why she
hate.
wasn't.
Can we talk about Rate the Queen real quick?
Go ahead.
I don't understand it.
I
I didn't
feel
understand it last season.
I feel as though I don't know. I honestly don't even know what to say about it. I feel as though it's not fair because these girls are playing a game. So it's
It's
like,
about personality.
yeah,
Do I like you or not?
if you want to have a fair season, then the judges need to be the ones making the decisions. Granted, I felt like the bottom 2 was deserved. I felt like the top 2, in a sense, was deserved.
I don't.
However, still is. I mean, I felt like Lucky Star should have been top 2. I do feel like Lucky Star should have been top 2.
Uh-huh.
And not Jules and Susie.
Susie,
It should have been Susie and Lucky, not Jules and Susie. I mean, so in my opinion, anyway.
Okay.
But I just feel like
I
it
think
shouldn't. I feel like it shouldn't be a thing.
Jules got it because of the talent. That's why I think she got top 2. But anyway, let's just finish these runway looks first.
Okay,
Then
but
He has a thought. Yes, okay.
I do. I don't understand the Rate the Queen thing because it's only the first 2 episodes. Like I don't see the point of it. So when they came up with this last season, I got very confused like later in the season because I was like, well, where's the Rate the Queens? Like when does that come into play? It was only the first episode. So I'm just like, well, what was the point of that? What is the point of a Rate the Queen if it's not going to be throughout the whole entire season? Like it's just one episode to do what exactly? Where does this take us? I don't get it.
It's to change it up.
It's stupid. All right, not last, but next.
Do you watch The Masked Singer? Have you ever watched The Masked Singer?
I've not watched it, but I know of it and I've seen clips.
So Faith Evans was the skunk on Masked Singer. If you look at Faith Evans from Masked Singer,
okay,
and look at that look, it's almost the exact same look.
Oh,
It's not as refined.
Inspiration.
Yeah. Interesting. So is that a good or bad thing for you?
It wasn't a good thing because she didn't pull it off.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I thought it was cute.
I just felt like it was too plain. Like it was too black and white dress and a skunk head.
But the tail too. No,
Was there a tail?
there was a tail.
Okay,
Was it? I missed that.
let's move on.
Oh, well, okay.
I thought this
Genius.
was cute.
And
I thought this was really cute.
Genius.
Yeah.
This
thought
is
it was
why she's a front runner, because it's so meta. You come out as the MTV
Blue Man.
spaceman on MTV.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Genius.
yeah.
So
Then to take the helmet off and it not just be a pretty face, but to be an alien.
an alien. Yeah.
That girl wants a show on MTV.
Very
Yeah.
smart. Very smart. All right, next. Oh, this is not who I thought it was.
She didn't leave the mask on long enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like she turned the corner and took it off. Like who's going to get that reference?
my girl. Okay, as Raven said on the pit stop, there was no flourish. Girl, walk with the mask on, get to the end of the stage, and then take it off. At the beginning of the stage, you taking it off. Like what? Why?
Yeah.
The look isn't bad. She looks pretty, but yes, I would have wanted that mask to stay on a little bit longer.
Yeah. I think here's the other thing though too. I think because it's the first runway, I think there's a lot of nerves involved.
Man, no.
I'm
This
sure.
is 17. I'm over it.
Yeah, but they've never been on it before. None of them.
This
It's
is
not
true.
like All Stars where you're coming back and you know what to expect. Like, no matter how many seasons, when you go there for the first time, this is all new. Like, oh my God, I'm actually here, and now I have to perform. Like, all right, I'm scared, but I'm gonna do my best. You know what I mean? It's a different level than being in a bar and performing. Like, the
And
whole world is gonna see you.
This is a new stage too. This is a bigger stage as
Yeah,
well.
I like this. I will talk about. I like the studio setup they have for this season. It seems a lot more like spacious.
So
Anyway.
I believe this is the same stage that they use for Queen of the Universe, like the singing competition, the drag singing competition. They also use this stage for well, they used it for the finale of last season, along with the lip syncing competition that Morphine won against whatever Queen of. I think she didn't already had hers or something. So I think this is the stage that they're going to be using. Obviously, this is the stage that they'll be using moving forward. But to your point, Chris, like this is a bigger stage, so you're coming into the competition probably thinking the same drag race stage that they've used for several seasons, and then you get out there and you're like, oh shit, this is much larger. I didn't really think about all this, so I get it, but yeah, it could have been better.
I didn't even realize it was a new stage.
Well, damn.
Well, I'm gonna know those type of things. Yeah.
I think
All
that's
right,
everybody.
last one.
Oh, we still got one more child.
Last one, child.
What the hell?
Another
what
one.
was this?
I don't know.
What even was that?
I don't know.
Like,
what was the mask? What was the look? Why did you take up so fast?
I will say though, I did enjoy the slow walk of it all. I enjoyed the judges enjoyed the slow walk of it all. And then you can tell she realized that she was walking slow, and then she fed into it. I don't think it was intentional. I think she started feeding into it once she realizes the judges were like, okay. So I enjoyed that part of
it. That would have been great had the look supported a slow walk. The look did not support a slow walk. If you're gonna walk that slow, girl, give us something to look at that's pleasant and appealing to the eye.
The look was giving somebody's auntie though, and I think that's what I liked about it. It was cute.
The look was. What is this? The look is why is it so many rags and tags and shreds? Like, what is happening?
It got you talking though.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was the last look.
Okay.
All right. So the looks weren't the greatest.
This I feel of all of the iterations of Drag Race US, I felt like this was the weakest start. There was not one person that was like, oh my gosh, she's that girl. Like, not in the episode. Like, there wasn't, like, Lucky Stars, I can see how you guys feel about her, how you feel about that. However, there's still work and refinement even in that to do. I just did not.
Well, but here's the other thing. So a lot of times when you look at other seasons and these queens come on, some of them have notoriety. They're known in the industry, and you know you're going to get a certain look. Whereas like these are all, no one really knows these girls really. So this is the first time you're seeing them, and then I think throughout the season they're going to start to elevate it as they get the critiques. They'll start to make those changes to make them stand out even more. So I think that's what that is.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, let's
Thoughts?
go. Are we ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's burn through the talent competition.
All right, let's talk about it.
Where was the talent? Where is your scooter? Where was the talent? Like, Susie Toot was cute.
Wait, do you have clips of that too?
I don't.
So
Okay, that's
Susie
fine.
Toot was cute. Lucky Stars, I felt like she gave it was given Burger Finger Plain Jane last season.
Good.
But it was good. Lydia B, she started off strong. It was weird, and then all of a sudden she was just standing there. Joella, I could not understand a word she was saying. She didn't even know the words to her own song.
Same.
Jewel Sparkles, her song was catchy. Acacia forgot. Child, I'm tired of these queens coming on the show talking about I'm a singer and they can't sing.
Hold on, wasn't Jules the dancer also?
She was.
She killed it.
But
she was giving me and don't kill me for it, but she was giving me Sasha Colby a little bit.
It was the hair whip.
That and then the splits and stuff like that. Like she was giving me Sasha Colby performance.
Did I miss anybody? Was that all of them?
You didn't do Susie Toot?
Yeah, Susie Toot was cute.
Oh yeah.
Lucky Stars should have been top 2. She was not.
Should have.
Joella should have been in the bottom. Even though Acacia was not good, I felt like it should have been Acacia and Joella like bottom 2. But Joella was safe. So whatever.
Who was in the bottom?
Acacia forgot was the bottom queen. They didn't do a bottom 2.
Oh, that's right. It's only one. That's right.
Queen. Yeah.
That's right.
And then the 2 were Jules and Susie.
Because next week's bottom, those two will have to go against each other to see who gets eliminated.
Yes. Yeah, I want justice for Lucky. I want everyone within the sound of my voice to understand that the girl had a whole mobile lemonade stand and she did not win. She sprayed lemonade about the entire studio
on the camera.
The girl did not win.
And that she had lemonade tits on her butt.
That is a travesty. Not only did she have a lemonade stand, it was adorned. It had her name on it. It had flowers and shit. Like, how did you not win? And then for Susie to win, not only was she in the top 2, but she won the lip sync, which no.
You know why she was in the top 2?
That whole Morse code foolishness.
Yeah, I think RuPaul was just enamored by that. Like there was something about he just fell in love with it.
Queens put her in the top 2.
Oh, that's true.
So I think they probably view Lucky as a threat. Therefore, they weren't going to vote her top 2. They saw Susie, thought it was funny, thought it was cute. Thought it was funny, thought it was cute, and was like, okay, yeah, we'll put her in top.
That's what it is. Okay. You're right. Okay.
So, yeah, this episode was very interesting. And like you said, TJ, having the other queens to kind of determine who the top 2 are kind of puts puts RuPaul at a disadvantage for actually picking probably who would have been really the winner. Because I believe that Lucky Stars would have won. This first episode, you know what I mean?
Yeah, between the runway, between the talent show, even
her entrance look. Yeah, like she gave all the elements needed to win this episode.
She deserves more. Yes, I agree.
So yeah,
I'm interested in seeing next season. Not next season. Next episode. I will say I'm excited to see Doechii on the judges panel next week because I'm in love with her. Right now.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh.
So,
it's played in the cars, played in the bathrooms, played all the interviews, all of the tiny desks, whenever she is on.
Yes, I'm obsessed with Doechii right now.
She's having a moment. I love that for her.
I do too.
I will say, I mean, not just a side note, but she is what rap used to be, and I think that's why people love her. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can listen to you, and you can understand what she's saying.
This is true. You can. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought overall, the first episode left a lot to be desired, but you know what? Like I said, it's the first episode, and we've got a whole season ahead of us. So make sure that you're joining us every week when we release a new video, when we recap season 17. Now, as we said, it's going to be TJ and I throughout the whole entire season, navigating throughout this journey. But we're going to have our guest, Mr. Ronald Clay, and we're going to have Mr. Reginald Nash. So join us every week here for another episode of Drag Race to Recap. See you guys later.